You have got to hear what MJF just said to WWE Hall of Famer Bill Goldberg, because leave it up to MJF to absolutely go nuclear. MJF has never been a guy that has been afraid to speak his mind. In fact, he has literally made a career after being in your face and brutally honest with whoever in which he's interacting with, just trying to get a response from them. Why is he going after Goldberg? Well, you may know, but Uncle Bill was pissed off about the fact that he did not get his retirement match exactly how he wanted, which is absolutely ridiculous considering that he got plenty of build. He got the right side of the build to the match. He got to challenge for a World Heavyweight Championship against one of the best workers in the entire company, if not the entire company, and Gunther, also doing it at Saturday Night's Main Event in the main event. Why did he not like it? Well, he felt like it needed a longer build, despite the fact that he admitted that he was injured in January and couldn't do it. Also, newsflash, John Cena was having his retirement tour, so sorry, Uncle Bill, but we can't have two. Also, he is mad because his retirement speech got cut off. Sting's retirement match and retirement speech got cut short. Sorry, Uncle Bill. Now, with Goldberg going out there and absolutely ripping WWE, only to backtrack on his comments, fans think that Goldberg is going to go to AEW, despite the fact that he's absolutely criticized the company in the past. So, to get ahead of this speculation, to get ahead of the narrative that Goldberg could be becoming the next guy to become all elite, well, MJF was on Busted Open Radio and was asked if AEW fans would want to see Goldberg in the company, and MJF absolutely went off on this guy and said this: "Stop me right there. If Goldberg wants some, I'm right here. But I will embarrass him. I will demolish him. I will snap, crack, pop every single tendon, ligament, and bone in his stupid old musty body. You know who's next? Nobody. He'd be last." Now, he made it clear that a match of this magnitude would come at a high price for the promotion. He said, if he wants a proper send-off, he should be facing a generational talent. I'm right here if he's interested. But A, I'm going to need to be paid a lot of money if he wants to see that match. And B, I would imagine he doesn't come cheap either. So a lot of stars have to align for that to happen. Now, he was also asked if AW fans would genuinely want to see the match, and MJF confidently said in his box office appeal, yes. As far as MJF versus Goldberg specifically, I mean, that's a huge marquee match in any era. And I think there's a lot of wrestling fans that feel that I would fit in that era a great deal, especially when you think of the people in the mic workers of all time. Goldberg, a bumbling idiot, not a great talker, but incredibly intense megastar that I cannot take away from. Yeah, I think that's a huge box office match. AEW fans would like to pull AW fans would like if I pulled my trunks down and took a big fat dump in the middle of the ring. All right. Well, so that is MJF. All over the place, directly addressing this speculation. Okay. Now look, let's take into effect MJF here. He is, if you're going to bring Goldberg in, if you want bots off as attraction, yeah, I would say MJF is your guy. Do I think this match is happening? No. Do I think that Goldberg is coming to AEW? No. Do I think Goldberg could come to AEW as a wrestler? No. Do I think Goldberg could come to AEW as I don't know, authority figure? No. He had his chance to go to AEW, and obviously he didn't want to go, right? He has criticized Tony Khan. He's called their product cheesy. He's looked down upon other talents. And honestly, there's no reason for him to go to AEW. He's talked about how he wanted to have a proper retirement send-off like Sting. Well, dude, you had your shot. Like, if you went to AEW, Tony Khan would have treated you like a king. He would have done anything and everything you ever asked, and you would have got exactly what you wanted on a pay-per-view. Now, look, should have WWE put Goldberg's retirement match on a PLE? No, and I'll tell you why. If you want to say it's a WrestleMania, if you want to say a SummerSlam, Royal Rumble, Survivor Series, or name a random premium live event, a Goldberg match where the main is almost 60, and in 2025 it would not headline a premium live event. WWE wouldn't do so, they wouldn't think to do it, because that's just not what they do right now. Premium live events are as coveted as ever in the Triple H led era. This is not Vince McMahon, where he will put Goldberg versus Brock Lesnar as your Survivor Series main event and it go 90 seconds. They don't do that. They try to put the best main event on as possible. Okay. The reason that they did it on Saturday night's main event was for two reasons. Number one, it was a way to pop a big number on NBC in which you could absolutely headline with Goldberg in his last match. It was also in Atlanta, Georgia, the adopted hometown of a guy that was born in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and lives currently in Texas. Yeah, but he loves Atlanta. So those are the reasons why. If Goldberg in his retirement match was booked on WrestleMania 41, sorry, Uncle Bill, you wouldn't be going on last. You would be maybe third to fourth top of the billing, and that is including a two-night WrestleMania. Same goes for SummerSlam. Do you think he's going to headline over John Cena versus Cody Rhodes 2, or CM Punk versus Gunther, or a Roman Reigns tag team match with Jey Uso? No, not at all. There's not even a chance that that would happen. Goldberg comes across as a guy that has sour grapes. He's a guy that doesn't realize that, okay, you're a big star for a short period of time in WCW. Him saying, well, you wouldn't have done that, you wouldn't have cut off The Undertaker, or Steve Austin, or The Rock's, or John Cena's retirement speech. Well, I think you're missing a huge thing. You're not a homegrown talent in WWE. You're an outsider. You've always been an outsider. You've always been the guy at WCW for a short period of time. And once your undefeated streak ended, you were not the same star power in which you once were. Not to take away any of your accomplishments, not to take away from any of your work. You had your moment in the sun, and you were never able to recapture that moment or even get close to that moment, especially in WWE, which, oh, by the way, your first tenure sucked. You hated it, the company hated it, and there's a reason why you left after 1 year, only to be brought back by Vince McMahon because you requested for your son to see you wrestle one time. They gave you that. They gave you multiple title runs with that. Yet, he still has sour grapes. Sorry, Uncle Bill. This one's more on you.